basically like pretty is not enough. Pretty or cute not enough in the black community. And I say this because prior to my experience, um, hold on, hold on. And I say prior to my experience because there's so many instances where it's like where you would kind of like lay out, or I don't know how to explain it, but I remember one time I went to a bar and um, I guess everybody liked it what it was that I was wearing or whatnot. Um, and I came in with somebody, and this girl, she was cool at first or whatnot, but then she was saying, "Hey, how you doing?" and stuff like that, like your outfit, right? But she was also talking to the guy that I came in with. She was like, "Well, if you was gonna come in with somebody, I thought I was expecting a little more, and she did this, you know, you know, insinuating like curves or like long hair stuff like that." And it's like not only that, and it made me think, and I'm gonna say this real quick. And I'm gonna continue this later, but like I said before, it made me think of in terms of it kind of infuriates me because not only do you not only do you look like the standards that you're trying to to push on me, but at the same time, it's like why are we reinforcing this foolishness, knowing how much harm it causes us as a whole, to where we can't even appreciate normal looking black women, or like normal looking people in general. You know what I'm saying? And I know it affects us because I even remember telling my cousin what I wanted to wear for my birthday. Because I don't really do much with makeup and stuff like that. I was thinking about going um, Charlotte York, for my birthday, black and ballet pink, and what happened? She was like, yeah, what I'm saying, because I was thinking about doing like just keeping it simple and nude on the face. You know what I mean? And she was like, yeah, just add some lashes and stuff. And I'm like, and I think to myself, I'm just like, why can't we just appreciate beauty the way that it is, instead of just saying, oh, but you need a little more. In other words, they're not saying it out loud, but it's the suggestions that they make, right? And it makes me really think in terms of like what is enough. What is enough for us for us black people. We pick each other apart so much. And the thing is, I have to fucking like read these girls down to the ground, because it's like not everybody, even if the ones that kind of meet the standards, like not everybody aspires to look like you, but you in a sense need me to, so you can get the validation, you know, and you're not getting that from me. You're not getting that from us that follows our own lane in terms of what we want to look like and stuff. Not everybody wants a BBL and a lace front and stuff like that, you know. Maybe I want to look like a model, for Escada. Not everybody wants to look like you. And that shit like irritates me, because it really reflects on, it really kind of shows their ignorance, and how much of the world that they have seen. And not only that, um, not only that, I'm not sure what I'm gonna touch on, but um, I forgot. But like I said, it just, oh, not only does it reflect on their ignorance, but it also like kind of shows their hand. You know what I'm saying? Because if you liked it the way that you were, if you liked it the game that you were playing, you wouldn't be worried about how other people are playing, playing it too. But the thing about so-called game is that The game is designed to keep you playing. If you're not, you know, if you're not smart enough to, get yourself up out of it and, make a way for yourself. But, a lot of people, they get caught up on the quick validation and, the cheap thrills and shit of the game that it gives them. You know what I'm saying? And they get sucked up in it and they think that, they got, they all of a sudden think they got the code, to life and telling you how you need to look like to get this and that. And it's like, that's not the case. See, look, you already telling me, you already showing me your hand because not only that, you're getting sucked in. And the people that don't even look like the standard that they're reinforcing, right? The people that don't look like the standard that they're perpetuating or trying to, push you to do. Listen, the funny thing is like maybe like we are both outside the club. The only difference between you and me is that, you know, I like to be on the outside. You the one worried. So who's really, sweating about it? you know, and it's always those. It's always those. It's like you're not really even playing the game yourself, but you want to perpetuate it. And it's these people that think that they're like, they're so cool because they're the ones that are, because they're agents of perpetuating this foolishness. And I'm so over it. like, And also another instance, I think it was my other cousin's birthday, right? And she was kind of shady. She changed the times up. At 8. You know, as soon as we got there, she was already about to go. She had a to-go box, so she's been there for a minute and she hasn't been telling us. So my other cousin, of course she was kind of upset. But the one thing that I was like really critiquing was the fact that the thing that I was like really kind of in deep thought about, was like it's not about. She was like, well, she showed up to her birthday in jeans, but you got the audacity to do this. But I was like, I understand the anger, but the thing is, the thing that I would like to like kind of, crit, crit. Hold on. Okay. When it comes to black women and their birthdays and how they should look like, the thing is, it's not nothing wrong about that fact, but it kind of gives me an insight about how how like in a sense black women as a collective think when it comes to these standards and how they think how we should look like to each other and stuff and whatnot. Because it's like at the end of the day, who are you doing it for? And if you're doing it, if you're doing it for this, what are you getting out of it? Because I see so many of them, running bands, running bands just so they don't get mad, just so they can, get into the club, the so-called club, the lace fronts and the BBLs. Nothing wrong with that, but it's something wrong when you try to, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's something wrong when you try to push somebody like me that's minding their business to 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 conform in these standards. Like it bothers you. But hold on. And this is why, I don't like these days I don't even hesitate because it's really beyond warranted. So it's like I don't mind giving people the same heat that they give me when it comes to, the fact of how I should look or how I should appear. Because at the end of the day, you don't look like you just say you don't look like the same. You don't look like it. But not only that, if you was to, I'm pretty sure you would not gain nothing out of it. And the ones that do it, and they be trying to, make me sweat, because I know it's usually these people that be trying to make me sweat about it. Listen, between if this is about a nigga or male attention, listen, what we will have in common, if that was the case, we would both be getting wet back. So don't even play with me. Like, let's go there. You know what I'm saying? Like you just said, they think they doing something because they getting attention, but it's like, baby, like we still the same. They still want to both give, give one of us a wet back. Okay, there's nothing that you're getting out of conforming to these standards when it comes to the black community at all. It's just nothing but dysfunction, and I'm not falling for it. Hold on. But yeah, like I was saying, like if it's about if it's about attention at a bar or whatnot, ain't nothing different from what you getting than what that I would get. Okay, that's like being in a being in a you know being in a junkyard, and we competing over a bust down car. It's gonna work. It's gonna work the same whether I get it or they get it. And that's what I don't be understanding. But these standards that we be holding each other to, it's really harmful. Um, and I mean this by saying like pretty and cute is not enough in the black community because it's like we have to be, you know, we have to do so much extra just to be acknowledged, and I don't really get that. But I feel like it's just a mind thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like in a sense of we believe that in a sense of like we're not seen as feminine, we feel like we have to overcompensate with all this stuff, but really all it says to other people is that you're hiding something, all this stuff. And it's not body shaming or nothing, but it's only in a sense kind of bothersome when, the same people that have the same features as you try to bully you into, into being something that you're not, especially if you have a different aesthetic. Like I said before, not everybody wants to achieve that same look. Not everybody is going for the Instagram baddie look. And let me tell you one thing about that. The thing is, the thing about it is, it's so easy to accomplish. It's so easy to do, and it's so boring. And the whole aesthetic is so easy to achieve. I'm not lying. It's so easy to achieve, and it's like it's more so like if I wanted to do it, I would do it. It's just more so of a choice. Just like when any look, but they insist that you have to look this way to not, to not be in a sense to not be a weirdo or something like that. And you just got to be hypersexualized and overly sexy to be to be considered feminine, and that's where we got the whole game mixed up. And that's how I know a lot of them are getting sucked into the game instead of seeing it as in a sense, like, you know what I mean. That's how I know you're getting sucked up and you're just an agent of this chaos. It's as simple as it gets, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I really wanted to go into that aesthetic, it's really easy to do. But the question that I have to ask for these other people is like, would you be able to step into my world and step outside of that box? You know, and most likely the answer is no. It's like, would you be able to do what it is that I do in terms of, experimenting with other aesthetics? Y'all just think it's just one, and it's not. But like I said, the Insta baddie, or the minus the BBL and stuff. All this other stuff is so easy to do. It's so easy to accomplish. But it's like, if I ask the same thing, it's like, would you be able to, you know, not in a sense pull off the look, but in a sense, would you be able to step out? But no, you care too much. You care too much about this this. You care about, basically, in a sense of what our community is pushing onto us, where you really not going to really benefit from it all, but you feel like you have to. For what? For what? And the woman was overweight when she asked, when she said that to him. But I'm like, I know you wouldn't say that to me, cause you know you would not be able to, like, to fight with your words. You'll be ready to fight me. You know what I mean? Because it's like, the way she just said it. She was like, well, if you're gonna come with somebody, at the bar. She was real drunk, and I knew, because it was the truth. It was what she wanted to say. That's how she felt, right? She was like, if you was gonna come in with a girl, I would expect a little more. Oh, so you wanted him to come in with you? I mean, you're not looking that great. And it's always these insecure ass motherfuckers, whether it's them not looking the standard that they push upon, or the ones that are the standard and are insecure, right? When they're feeling that heat, when that cognitive dissonance come in, that's when they want to start negging you down and start, up and on a petty. And that's how I know I look my best, when they up on a petty. Hold on. That's how I know that I look my best and I'm being my authentic self when they up on the petty and when they start trying to nag me down. Because I know for a fact ain't nothing wrong with the way that I look. But I do see where people's mindset is. And I noticed that a lot of the time they'd be like, oh, she's kinda cute. What would make me cuter? I guess what would make me look sexy if I just put on a lace front and wear a BBL and wear tight clothes. It's so easy to do. It's so easy to do, but I'm not checking for you. And that's what they don't get. You know? And that's what they don't get. That's how I know, as a person I'm threatening the standard. I'm threatening this stupid ass standard that people I got a booger in my nose. But anyway, I know that I'm threatening the standard because it's like, well, I'm not really checking for that anyway. I'm not really looking for that anyway. Because, people are trying to try to like, oh, she's not all that and stuff like that. Oh, what will make me all that so what so basically me conforming to the aesthetic would make me, all right in your eyes. And even then if you did it, they still wouldn't be pleased, right? They'll still find something. They were just upset because you threatened the whole standard, the whole quota, or whatever the fuck it is. But like I said, I had a word. I had a word for them, and I was not going for it. I'm tired of listening to this poisonous narrative that you have to be, hypersexualized and have on all this stuff to, to look alright, to them. They still play this like little, you know, this mean girl click club, and I'm like, we are too old for this. Not everybody wants to be thick. Not everybody wants to, have, the bust down wigs. Not everybody wants that. I'm sorry if this is messing up your head a little bit, that, I'm still getting where I'm going the way that I am. I'm sorry about that. But that's what I really want to touch on. Um, when it comes to us and how we view each other in terms of beauty, like we feel like even when we are enough, it's still never enough. And that's why when it comes to things like this, they are the last people that I really that I listen to. They're the last people that I actually consider, whatever it is in terms of my appearance or whatever. Because it's like I see what type of people that you want to attract. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool, you know. I even got called a what they say, a grandma or something, and it's like, well, I'm not trying to attract people here. I'm not here for that. I'm just being me. But like I said, you trying to press men that just want to give you a wet back, but you worried about me. They want to get, they just want to give you a watered down drink and a wet back, but you worried about what I'm doing and how I look. But you pressed over a watered down drink and getting a wet back. Is that what's going on now? We need to raise our standards up. We need to check ourselves in the mirror and open our minds to broaden our horizons in terms of what life. That's baffling to me. I notice how much we take that so seriously and how much we really worship them as our as our idol.